bliss, joy, peace. In a world that often feels just overwhelming, speeding past us, these states can feel like things you have to earn.
Yeah, like you need massive amounts of time or, I don't know, a complete life overhaul. They feel really out of reach sometimes.
Totally. But what if finding more of that feeling?
Yeah.
What if it could truly take just 5 minutes?
It's a compelling idea, isn't it? It sort of challenges that common thought that, big shifts in well-being need big-time investments.
Right.
The premise here is that small, intentional moments, if you do them consistently, they can genuinely add up, lead to feeling more connected, more joyful, fulfilled.
Absolutely. And that accessibility, that's really what drew us into this deep dive. We're exploring Courtney A. Ackerman's book, 5 Minute Bliss, a more joyful, connected, and fulfilled you in just 5 minutes a day.
And the book is just packed. It offers over 200 quick, easy, accessible activities.
Wow, 200.
Yeah. Each one is designed to take, 5 minutes or less. Really practical ways for anyone, doesn't matter how busy you are, to weave more joy and peace into their day-to-day. So our mission today, it's more than just listing techniques. We want to pull out the most insightful takeaways, kind of understand the thinking behind them, and highlight the most actionable methods from the book, maybe even some surprising ones. We're going to show you how dedicating these tiny moments can make a really profound difference in how you navigate your internal world, connect with others, and appreciate your surroundings.
Okay, let's unpack this. The book breaks it down into 4 key areas, right? Starting with finding bliss right here in your mind.
Exactly. This first section is all about cultivating bliss internally. Shifting your mindset, engaging in simple mental exercises. And a powerful starting point the book emphasizes is this idea of treating yourself like you'd treat a dear friend.
This really struck me because you notice, don't you, how much gentler we are with others, more encouraging when they're struggling than we are with ourselves.
Oh, absolutely.
The book asks you to imagine a friend telling you your exact problems, your insecurities. You'd immediately offer support, right? Validation, perspective.
You wouldn't tear them down. No. So the practice is simply recognizing that pattern and consciously directing that same upliftment towards yourself.
And that connects directly to using affirmations. Now, people might have heard of affirmations, but the book focuses on making them really work for you and quickly in that 5-minute window.
How so?
Well, it means making sure they're positive, saying them like they're already true present tense, and crucially, that they make you actually feel good when you say them.
The feeling part.
Yeah. Saying, I am worthy, while looking in the mirror is one thing, but the bliss part comes when you find a phrase that genuinely sparks something inside. That feeling of possibility or self-worth.
It's not just reciting words. It's connecting with the feeling underneath.
Yeah.
And this section has other ways to build that positivity too, like reflecting on your life from different angles.
Exactly. There's a really interesting exercise called Consider the Road Not Taken. It asks you to think about maybe 2 or 3 significant choices you're genuinely proud of. Not necessarily huge life decisions, but ones that shaped you or where you are now. Then, using hindsight, you just briefly reflect on how your life might have gone differently if you hadn't made those specific choices.
That sounds potentially tricky. Couldn't that just lead to regret, thinking about what might have been?
That's the nuance, isn't it? The book frames it not as dwelling on missed chances, but as a tool for cultivating contentment with your present.
Okay.
By consciously acknowledging the other paths you didn't take, you can gain a deeper appreciation for the path you're actually on and the person you've become because of it. It's a perspective shift. Takes just a few minutes.
That makes sense. So it's about valuing the journey you did take.
Yeah.
The book also suggests things like listing your strengths.
Right.
Or even finding your super strengths.
Yeah, those things you're good at, you genuinely enjoy, people compliment you on them. And related to that is listing your wins.
Wins, okay.
Yes, and this isn't just for like graduating or landing the dream job. The book encourages listing any win, no matter how basic it seems. Paying a bill on time, making a healthy meal, finishing some small task you kept putting off.
Got it. Even the small stuff.
Especially the small stuff sometimes. The insight here is recognizing and celebrating the effort and the capability and even common accomplishments. It shifts your focus away from what you think you lack towards your undeniable competence.
That's a really powerful mental reframing. And the mind section also touches on cultivating positivity more broadly. The brain, as the book points out, has this remarkable ability to influence our mood just based on what we focus on.
Absolutely. And this is where techniques like the 3-to-1 rule come in. Have you heard of this?
Tell me more.
So for every one negative thought or observation you catch yourself making, you consciously find 3 positive things to counteract it.
3 positives for every negative.
Exactly. It leverages the understanding that our brains often have this, negativity bias. So it takes intentional effort, often multiple positives, to shift that perspective and open yourself up to noticing the good stuff, the sources of bliss.
It's like actively training your brain to see the good. Okay, and there was that really intriguing suggestion in the book about doing the opposite of what you feel like doing when you're stuck or feeling down.
Yes, that one's great. If your impulse is to withdraw, hide away, instead go somewhere public, even just for a bit. If you feel like just vegging out with games, maybe go for a quick run instead. The idea is that these small, counterintuitive actions, even just for 5 minutes, they demonstrate to yourself that you have agency. You're not just stuck.
Shows you have a choice.
Exactly.
Right.
They show a potential future where you can choose different behaviors. That can be incredibly empowering, break you out of a funk, and lead to that sense of control and, potential bliss.
That's a fascinating practical application of, like, cognitive behavioral ideas, but boiled down into a 5-minute package. The book also includes classic mindfulness techniques in this section too, right?
Oh, definitely. Mindfulness is sort of fundamental because it grounds you right here in the present moment. And that's where bliss actually happens, isn't it? Not worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. So simple practices like just focusing on your breath for 5 minutes, or there's a beautiful visualization the book offers, imagining your heart as a tightly closed flower bud that slowly opens as you inhale good things. Joy, meaning love. Bliss. That alone can quickly shift your state from anxious or scattered to calm and present.
Visualizing a future moment you're looking forward to is also mentioned.
Bliss.
It's interesting. Using the future to fuel present happiness.
Anticipation is such a powerful emotion. By focusing on a specific positive moment you're genuinely excited about, even if it's weeks or months away, you can actually tap into some of that future joy right now.
Like borrowing happiness from tomorrow.
Kind of, yeah. It works.
Okay, so we've explored finding bliss inside our own heads, self-compassion, reframing things, intentional focus, mindfulness. But what about connecting with the physical world, with our bodies? That leads us to the second part of the book, finding bliss in your body.
Right. This section is all about using physical sensations, movement, and self-care as pathways to joy, to fulfillment. It starts with really simple ways to release physical tension, because stress held in the body, that directly impacts our ability to feel bliss.
Yeah, you feel it in your shoulders, your neck.
Exactly. So techniques like using a foam roller are mentioned, or even just simple breathing exercises focused on visualizing stress leaving your body with each exhale. It's about acknowledging that mind-body connection directly.
Makes sense.
And the book really taps into the idea of movement and play to recapture that sort of childlike sense of joy, like doing a silly dance.
A silly dance.
Yeah. Authentically, no judgment. The book highlights that. It feeds your inner artist, your inner child. It reminds you that movement can be expressive and joyful, not just functional or about hitting exercise goals.
I like that.
Even just 1 minute of jumping jacks is suggested. Gets the heart pumping, gives you a quick burst of exhilaration, energy.
Right, injecting those small moments of physical exuberance. The book also really emphasizes basic self-care as a source of bliss, too.
Absolutely. Simple acts like mindfully drinking a glass of water and actually savoring the feeling of quenching your thirst. Or, putting lotion on your hands and appreciating the sensation of smooth skin.
Things we do anyway, but doing them mindfully.
Exactly. These are often overlooked moments that can be incredibly grounding and, pleasurable if you just pay attention for a few seconds.
And who doesn't feel a little boost after, say, taking a mindful shower or bath, focusing on the sensation of the water?
Right, or mindfully eating a healthy snack, appreciating the taste, the texture, reminding yourself you're doing something good for your body. And the book doesn't shy away from the occasional treat either.
What?
Like savoring a piece of chocolate or a few French fries or some ice cream. Focusing purely on the sensory experience, allowing yourself that moment of indulgence without guilt. It's about appreciating the capacity your body has for pleasure.
That's a nice balance. It sounds like this section really encourages a deeper appreciation for, well, the physical vessel we inhabit.
Precisely. The book includes activities like doing a quick body scan just to connect with your physical self, locate where you might be holding tension, or giving your body gratitude.
How does that work?
The gratitude exercise involves picking a recent activity, could be anything, walking across the room, typing, and then listing all the incredible, often ignored abilities your body used to do it. Thanking your legs for standing, your hands for grasping, your eyes for seeing.
Breaking it down like that.
Yeah, it shifts the focus away from maybe critiquing your body towards its amazing function and capability.
That feels like a profound shift. And even something as simple as putting on your favorite outfit, even just for a few minutes, is suggested for an immediate confidence boost.
It's a small act, but it reminds you how capable you are of feeling good in your own skin. A little hit of self-esteem.
Okay, so we've looked inwards to the mind, connected with the physical self. Our internal state and physical well-being are so tightly linked, and they definitely influence how we interact with people around us. Which brings us nicely to the third section, finding bliss in your relationships.
Yes. This part explores how connecting with others and nurturing relationships, even in brief moments, can be a really powerful source of bliss. A key theme here is expressing care and gratitude.
The book suggests things like writing a short letter to a loved one, doesn't even have to be sent, or practicing gratitude for a specific person, like listing concrete reasons why you appreciate them.
Right, using that structure, I am grateful to name for reason. And one particularly insightful suggestion I thought was thanking your partner or maybe a family member for something they do all the time that often goes unnoticed.
Like what? Taking out the trash.
Exactly. Taking out the trash, making the coffee, managing the bills, whatever it is, singling out those consistent, maybe behind-the-scenes efforts feels really unique and deeply appreciated. It fosters shared bliss because it acknowledges those foundational acts of care.
That simple act could totally shift the energy in a relationship, couldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The book also includes physical and emotional connection exercises.
Yes, like cuddling up with a pet for 5 minutes. That's a well-documented mood booster, right? That simple exchange of unconditional love.
Definitely works for me.
Or giving someone a meaningful hug. Not just a quick squeeze, but a prolonged, mindful embrace where you maybe both allow yourselves to think about the other's best qualities or a happy memory together.
Enhances the connection. The book even suggests holding eye contact with a loved one for 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds intense.
It can feel intense, yeah. But that intensity often fosters intimacy and connection. It allows for a level of presence, nonverbal communication that quick interactions often miss. It can bring up strong feelings of love and joy.
Wow. Okay. Moving into communication. The book talks about the bliss that comes from saying you're sorry and making amends.
There's a real freeing power in offering a sincere apology and also in practicing self-forgiveness. The book gives good pointers on what makes a good apology.
Like what?
Using the word sorry, being sincere, specific, not making excuses, saying why the relationship is important, and asking how you can make things right. It's really about releasing the tension and regret that unresolved conflict holds.
It takes courage. But yeah, you feel lighter after. And it also emphasizes gently sharing your needs and ideas with a partner, framing it as wanting to improve the relationship together.
Yes, and just as importantly, asking them what they need from you. That fosters open, respectful communication, mutual understanding.
And trying to see things from their point of view, too.
Exactly. Looking at disagreements objectively, maybe imagining an unbiased third party observing. That can help shift perspective and really improve the relationship quality.
Finally, this section touches on sharing your own bliss. The book makes this great point that bliss isn't like a limited resource. Giving some away actually multiplies it.
This is such a key insight. Small acts, like genuinely smiling at a stranger, doing an anonymous favor for a coworker, paying for the person behind you in line.
Yeah.
These aren't just kind acts for others, they directly boost your own sense of purpose and connection, which are fundamental to feeling bliss yourself.
There's even reference to studies showing that spending, like extra cash on someone else, gives you a better happiness return than spending it on yourself.
It's a powerful finding. It really underscores how interconnected our well-being is. And maybe paradoxically, the book also includes the importance of giving yourself some alone time to reset.
Even in the relationship section.
Yeah.
Uh,
While it's focused on relationships, it acknowledges that healthy connection with others often relies on having a healthy connection with yourself first.
That makes total sense. You really can't pour from an empty cup. Okay, so we've covered internal bliss, physical bliss, relational bliss. That leaves one final area the book explores: finding bliss in your surroundings.
Right. This section is about appreciating and interacting with your environment, your home, nature, the wider world as a source of joy. And it starts simply with your immediate space, your home.
The idea that a tidy space helps with peace and contentment, that's familiar. But the book makes it achievable in 5 minutes with a whirlwind cleaning session.
Exactly. Pick one tiny area, a countertop, your desk, maybe just one shelf, and spend just 5 focused minutes tidying it. Throw away trash, put items back where they belong.
Okay.
It's a quick, visible win. It immediately reduces clutter and stress in that little spot, gives you a tangible sense of accomplishment, and makes the space feel brighter.
It's about breaking down what feels like a big, overwhelming task into something manageable, just for that quick bliss boost. The section also heavily features connecting with nature, doesn't it? Yeah.
Oh, yes. Nature is just a profound source of accessible bliss. The book suggests simply looking outside, whatever the weather is doing, and appreciating the beauty. The sun on snow, feeling raindrops, the warmth of the sun on your skin. Remembering SPF, of course.
Right. It's about that sensory immersion, appreciating the simple elements around us.
Yes. Or something as basic as standing still outside, closing your eyes, just listening to the sounds, feeling the breeze. These tiny interactions can ground you so quickly in the present and in the natural world.
Even planning something for later helps.
Yeah. Even planning a nature hike or a picnic, even if you only spend 5 minutes planning it right now, can bring joy just through anticipation.
And doing something active for the environment, like picking up trash or supporting native plants, that's mentioned too.
Yes, because that connects environmental bliss to a sense of purpose and meaning. Doing good for the planet tends to feel good internally.
Makes sense. The book also includes exercises for gaining perspective on your surroundings.
Like the 360-degree scan, you just pause wherever you are and actually look all around you, up, down, behind you, noticing details you usually miss.
Breaks you out of that tunnel vision.
Exactly. Opens you up to the richness of your immediate environment. Or something simple like taking a different route home from work, just to inject some novelty into a routine journey. Noticing new things.
And the idea of looking into the past or future of your surroundings using imagination, like visualizing the area as it was years ago or how it might be.
Yeah, that cultivates gratitude for the present moment, and it sparks imagination. It's a quick way to step outside your current reality, consider broader timescales. And speaking of imagination, the book encourages cultivating childlike wonder again.
Ow.
Looking for shapes in the clouds, maybe playing hide and seek if you have someone to play with, just challenging yourself to see the world with fresh eyes.
I like that. And finally, altering your surroundings is suggested.
Right, identifying something in your space that maybe inhibits your bliss and changing it even slightly. Or, this is a fun one, finding an object you forgot you had, maybe a gadget, a book, some art, and actually using it or displaying it again.
Oh yeah, rediscovering something.
It brings back some of that initial excitement, adds novelty, and you feel like you're getting your money's worth.
It's amazing how much rediscovering something can feel like getting something new. And reflecting in a new spot, maybe somewhere opposite to where you usually sit, that's another simple environmental shift for perspective.
Right. It just jolts you out of your usual patterns, can spark new thoughts, new feelings.
This deep dive into 5-minute bliss really reveals that joy, connection, fulfillment, they aren't these distant, elusive goals we had to chase.
No, there are experiences that can be woven right into the fabric of your daily life just through small, intentional moments.
The power of this book and this whole 5-minute approach, it really lies in its accessibility, doesn't it?
Completely. It requires minimal time, minimal resources. It offers practical methods that almost anyone can integrate into their routine, no matter how hectic life gets. You now have this